as it's been getting a bit warmer recently and the sun's been out, I've not been feeling like I want to wear as much makeup, and I know a lot of people are the same. When it gets hotter, you don't want to put on a load of foundation and everything. So I thought I'd show you today my go-to summer/spring base routine. So let's get into it. So this is a recent purchase of mine. It's a vitamin E hydrating mist from Superdrug, and I've always really liked their moisturiser, so I thought I would give this a go as well. So I've been putting this on before I do my makeup. It's a bit of a powerful spray, so just go steady. It kind of smells like baby wipes, but it makes your skin look amazing. So, and then once that's dried off, I'm going to go in with the vitamin E day cream. This one's got SPF 15 in it, so that's a good little extra top up for whatever SPF you're wearing. This is my absolute favourite moisturiser. I love it. And then I do have the Bondi Sands SPF, the face one, but it's also tinted, so I'm going to put my primer on first and then I'm going to use that after. So this is the Primark Prep and Perfect Primer. Again, just one of my faves, and it's nice and moisturising as well. I'd stocked up on them, and this is my last pot that I bought, so I need to go back and try and get my hands on some more.
I thought I had to be that ultra psychic. Just when you are about to talk, just say quiet.
Quiet! Because your trousers are like doing a bit of that everywhere. So then I'm actually going to wait until you've got them off.
Why is everything so loud?
And then I've got the Bondi Sands Face SPF 50. And like I said before, this is tinted. So when I went and had a little look in Superdrug, they have the tinted one, but they also have the non-tinted one. Why is he peeing so loud? And I wasn't sure which one to get. I wasn't sure which one to get, and I decided to go for the tinted one. And as you can see, when I first put it on, I was like, "Oh, was that a bad idea?" But it does actually blend out absolutely fine. So if you're pale like me and you put it on and you're like, "Oh no, have I made a huge mistake?" It's fine. Just keep rubbing it in and you'll be alright. Why are you walking like a weirdo?
Am I not allowed to walk like a weirdo?
I'm just wondering why. So then I'm going to use the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters. This is also just going to add like a nice little glow with a little bit of coverage. I feel like this is a little bit better than putting full on foundation on. And I am going to use a brush to blend it out, but you can use your hands if you don't want to. Can you remind me to make sure I do a thumbnail at the end? Thanks. So I always forget. So now that we're looking nice and glowy, we're going to use contour. This is just the cream contour from Primark, and I'm just going to contour all the usual places. Maybe slightly lighter just because we're not going as full on foundation and everything. Now we're just going to blend all of that out. It just kind of adds a bit of colour and definition into your face again, but without being like too much. I definitely need a little bit of tan to my skin, because I feel like with all those products, obviously you can't really see it very well with what I'm wearing. But it has given a bit more of a bronzy kind of tanned look to my face. And I feel like that wouldn't match the rest of me very well, so I need to get out in the sun a little bit and get a bit of a tan going on. Not that I tan very well. For concealer, I'm going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection Hydrating Serum Concealer. I have the shade Fair 5. I don't know how many shades of fair they have. So I'm going to pop this under my eyes. And here as well. So I actually bought this concealer a few weeks ago. We went on a random day out and ended up staying away the whole weekend, and we literally had nothing with us, and I wanted to like get myself looking a little bit nicer when we went for dinner one night, so I went and got a couple of cheap makeup bits, and this was one of the things that I got. And I used to have this a few years back, I forgot how good it was. I think it's like a £5, but it's such a good concealer, especially if you're looking for more light coverage, like don't want too much, just want a little bit of extra coverage to even out your skin tone. So I'm just putting that on any blemishes and under my eyes and on my forehead. And then I'm going to go back in with that same brush and I'm just going to blend everything out. What I like about this concealer as well is it's buildable, so if you want to build up a little bit more coverage, then it's very good for that. So I'm going to put a little bit more under my eyes and I'll show you how that builds. I'm going to use a little concealer brush for this bit just because it's a smaller area. So as you might be able to see, it's kind of just built up a little bit more coverage on that bit, but doesn't look patchy or anything, which sometimes that can happen when you try and build on a product. So for blush and highlight, I'm going to use the P. Louise, what's this called? Blossom Bliss liquid blush, and then the Beauty Crop Glow Milk. I'm going to pop some of the blush onto the back of this lid, and then the same with the highlighter as well. Then I'm going to mix that all together with my brush. I don't know if this is a little bit too light pink for me. I may add a little bit of a darker pink over the top because it's very like baby pink type shade. I'll bring that onto my eyelids a little bit, similar to where I put that contour, and a little bit on my nose. And I'm just going to go back in with the foundation brush that I used and just blend it all, make sure the edges are all blended. So now that we've got all of our liquid products on, I'm going to powder. So I'm going to use the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder and my Trigger Cosmetics Mini Powder Puff. And I'm going to set my under eyes with this. And I'll make sure that we don't have any creases before we powder. That's one thing I've noticed about that concealer is it doesn't crease too much, which is good. And then I'm going to set my T-zone with the powder puff as well. So then I'm going to use my then I'm going to use my powder brush to set the rest of my face with the same powder. Put a little bit of lip balm on as well. This one's just from Lidl, I think. It smells nice though. And then with a big fluffy brush, I'm going to put some bronzer on. This is the Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade Cool. I don't want too much on because, same as before, I am not very tanned, so I don't want to unmatch it too much. But I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead and my cheeks. And then with this P. Louise blush palette, I'm gonna go in with this shade and top up that blush. So we're going to divert from the base for a minute, and I'm just going to do a little quick thing with my eyes. I'm going to go in with that bronzer on a nice big fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to run that through my lid, bringing that sort of outwards a little bit as well, and kind of into there where I contoured earlier. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Wow Brow tinted gel on my eyebrows, just to give them a little brush through. And then before I put mascara on, I'm going to use the Rimmel Multitasker setting spray. And then I'm going to use the Primark False Lash Queen mascara. I think this might be a dupe of the Sky High mascara. Maybelline. The Maybelline Sky High mascara. I think this is meant to be like a dupe of that. So I'm just going to put some of that on. I absolutely love this mascara for how cheap it is as well. I think I can't remember how much it was now, but I know it's less than £10. I mean, look at that, so good. And then I'm going to use this lip liner from MUA, and this is in the shade Obsession. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on, just to give my lips a little bit of definition. And then just over the top with this gloss from Complexion, and this is Raspberry. So then the final step is I'm going to use this e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray, and this is just going to bring that life back into my skin and make it look extra glowy. And there we go, that is my summer base routine. Let me know what you think and if you use any of these products or recreate this. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for... It's not now, I'm trying to film, mate. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos in the future. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.